Hey everybody, welcome back to the ranch. Guess what we're doing today? We're gonna fix this. So we can get you a good look at it. It's still usable, but it needs a little bit of TLC. I'll show you how to do that. Basic stuff. We're not getting into restoring rusty stuff you found in your grandma's garage. This is just everyday wear and tear, and I'll show you how to fix that. Let's make something. Let's go.
You're just drunk.
Alright, when seasoning a cast iron pan, what you're actually doing is polymerizing a fat or oil, any high density, medium to long chain protein, vegetable shortening, flaxseed oil, coconut oil, something like that, something that's got a high temp smoke point. Olive oil is not so good. Some people use it, they swear by it. I have not had good results with it. Anyway, this when you get it to a certain temperature, it will bond with the metal and create a layer of carbon that things don't really want to stick to. So that's the whole thing behind seasoning cast iron. It protects the metal, it keeps things from sticking, works really good. Is that okay? So the carbon in this is starting to come off. You can this side over here, you'll probably be able to see that. Yeah, see that in here where it's coming off? We want a beard hair. What we want to do is replace that layer of carbon. It's called a patina. So how do you do that? I'm going to show you. There's a couple of things you got to do to get to the actual seasoning. You got to clean this. Basically, this, it's not rusted, it's not contaminated. When did I use it? Yesterday? Day before yesterday? It's fine. Nobody's dead yet. Now what you got to do is knock all this other stuff that's flaking off. You got to get all that stuff that's going to come off, you got to get it off. So you can use, we usually use one of these for regular washing and whatnot, but when it comes to taking that off, you can use a stiff bristled brush. You can use a brass brush. Don't use a steel brush, it can scratch the surface really bad. But what I'm going to use is chainmail. This stuff works great. So hot water. You can also use those sink scrubbies with the green thing. You can use a clean piece of Scotch-Brite. You can also use salt. You don't want to use soap. Soap is not soap is used to remove contaminants. There's no contaminants in here. We just got to rebuild this patina. All right, that's hot. Get the water as hot as you can stand it. Scrub away. That's hot. All right, that's good. Give it a good rinse. There's not much scrubbing involved in this. The pan's already clean. Rinse. Give it a towel dry. You're not going to get all of the water off the pan. You're not going to get all the moisture out of the iron and the patina. You got to put some heat on it. You want to make sure you get rid of all the moisture before you put your whatever you're going to use. I'll show you what I use in a minute. But you want to get all the moisture off of there. If you don't, what'll happen in the oven while it's getting hot, that moisture underneath your vegetable shortening or flaxseed oil, whatever you use, is going to boil and push that coating away, and you're going to have little spots of rust. Alright, we'll let that heat up a minute. All you want to do is get it to where you can feel some heat, like not like here, and that should dry the metal out. Alright, so what I'm using to reseason is flaxseed oil. For the initial seasoning. I don't use it for maintenance because it makes the food taste weird. Not bad, just weird. I don't like it. It works really well, but it's just a preference thing. You do what you need to do and what works for you. I don't know, some people might have an allergy to flaxseed. I don't know, I've never heard of that, but you know, peanuts can kill some people, so I guess there's stranger things out there, huh? Alright, that should be hot enough. Dry enough. What we're looking for here, dry. How do you open this thing? There it goes. You're gonna need 2 paper towels, one to apply the oil and one to get rid of the excess. What you want is a very thin, maybe more than one to put it on. It's getting everywhere. And it smells kind of like, the flaxseed oil kind of smells earthy. Kind of like, I don't know, almost like rotten vegetables or something. That's maybe I got poor quality stuff here. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. All right. The outside of this pan is not in bad shape, so we're not going to worry about this heavy restoration and all that. That's a whole nother ball of wax. It's just regular periodic maintenance. You want to get as much of this out of here as you can. You need a very, very thin application. I always try to make sure I get the edges. Alright, how's that look? See how it's just kind of shiny? You want to get the bits of paper towel out of there too. That's probably not good. Alright. So, now it's ready to go in the oven. Now here's the trick. Sonia was baking some cakes. So the oven was already on. She just got done, so it's kind of warm in there. Typically what you want to do is put the pan in there in a cold oven. That's what they say to do. It's a big old hunk of cast iron. I can't see why it would bind. Put it in there upside down. Okay? And turn your oven up as high as it will go. Not on clean and not on broil. And the trick, 2 hours, not 1. All the pros say 1. I've never found that to be quite effective as 2. 2 hours, that'll do the trick. Alright, let's show you regular maintenance. Regular maintenance, this pan has a great patina on it. Okay, it's been on the wall for, I don't know, probably a couple weeks, haven't used it. So we're not going to use this on this pan. Set that over there for now. I'll show you how to wash that too. Hot water, brush, let it get warm. Let's just imagine we made some eggs or whatever. Give it a quick wash. All the food particles are gone. Make sure you give it a real good rinse. Let all that drain off. With the towel, get most of the water out of there. And we're going to do the same thing, but not with flaxseed oil. We're going to use vegetable shortening. And every time after I use a frying pan, the best thing to do is wash it while it's still hot. Don't let it get cooled down. It only takes 30 seconds, really. I mean, unless you really screwed up your eggs, then you're going to be there grinding on it for a while. Which is kind of neat. These brushes have this plastic point on them to kind of scrape away at stuff that sticks, and that's probably not good for the patina. That's why I got to redo that pan over there so many times. But anyway, I just can't leave stuff stuck in the pan. Ugh, it's probably not going to hurt anything, but whatever. Here it's sizzling. Just dry. I didn't dry the bottom of the pan very well. Okay. Turn it off. This will hold enough heat for you to do what you got to do right now. Take the paper towel, get the vegetable shortening, get a little dollop on there. It doesn't, doesn't take a whole lot. And then work it around inside the pan, nice and even. Can I stop this? No, I didn't. Work around the pan nice and even. It helps if you can get a little light shined in there. You'll see it reflect, so you don't miss any spots. You get a dry spot in there, and it just seems to go downhill from there. The edges. Okay, we're done with that one. You want to wipe out the excess. You'll lose a little bit of its sheen. It won't be quite as shiny when you do this, but that's fine. That's exactly what you want. Leave it there, let it cool so you can handle it. Put it away. Alright, how do you wash the chainmail? Pretty simple. Hot water, hot as you can stand it anyway. A little soap. You can put soap on this. It's stainless steel. You're not going to hurt this at all. You just want to get the funk off of it. Ball it up in your hand. Do like you're lathering up with a bar of soap. That's it. That's hot. Make sure you rinse it really, really well, or it'll smell weird. I don't like things that smell weird, especially things that have to do with cookware, like personal hygiene. Ugh. We've all got our ticks, don't we? Okay, that's done. And just dry it like this. And I recommend hanging these. These things have a like a key ring on them, but I recommend hanging it so it doesn't get funky. It can dry out properly. Alright, some tips. Olive oil, I got my notes over here. Olive oil, some people swear by it, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. I have not been able to get olive oil to do what it should do in a cast iron pan. So I don't season with it, I don't do the maintenance with it. I do cook with it, usually extra virgin olive oil, and that has a lower, what they call smoke point. So at the point the oil changes from an oil and starts to actually chemically break down into something else. What is it, like 330 degrees I think is extra virgin olive oil. Which, when you're talking about frying, 330 is about where you want to start frying stuff. So, and then after that it goes rancid. So, and it changes the flavor. It starts to stick to the pan real bad. That's just been my experience with it. Using it for seasoning. Yeah, flaxseed oil. It's good to do the initial seasoning with, or when you re-season them. I don't like using it for maintenance because it makes the food taste weird. It works really well. It's a very high smoke point. It makes a really hard, very slippery patina. But it just, I don't know, it just makes the food taste weird. I don't like it. So I use vegetable oil. That works fine. Or no, vegetable shortening, not oil. Let's see. Don't leave water sitting in the pan for too long. If you burnt the eggs or something, get the eggs out of the pan. Eggs are the worst to do this with, by the way. And get some water in it. Give it, a minute. Seriously, like 60 seconds to soak. And then get after it with, step one, drop it. Get after it with, something like this that's not going to scratch the crap out of the pan and remove your patina, but it'll get the egg off without taking your seasoning off. Let's see. Water will also oxidize the patina. If you leave it in there too long, the patina will start to flake off like that pan was doing. I think that's what I did. I left water in it too long. Acidy stuff, tomato-based stuff, will also work on that patina pretty hard. So don't leave tomato-based stuff in anything cast iron for too long. Whether you got a Dutch oven, a frying pan, a pot, don't leave it in there too long. Cook. When it's done, get it out of the iron, and get that acidy tomato stuff out quick, and you should be good. Let's see, was there anything else? Be good, do good, and do the best you can with what you got.